Hello! I did started my trip in Stockholm by staying at the Mosebacken hostel, which is located at Högerbergsgatan 26 in Södermalm. It cost around 60 euros per night or $65. The negative was that the room was a bit small, it was a bit thin walls so you could easily hear your neighbors, and also it was an externally shared bathroom, so you have to go outside your hostel room to get to this shared bathroom. But on the positive side, the room was clean, the bed was nice, the breakfast was okay for the price, so it was an okay hostel. Next I headed to the old town, and I wanted to see the stock exchange, the stock exchange building, because I really like to invest in stocks, invest in commodities and trading and stuff like that. I think it's really funny. So when I come to the building, on the front door it does say the Nobel Prize Museum, and I was like, what the fuck? So I go in, and the lady behind the counter says, well, the stock exchange have been gone forever, okay, but you can come in here and look at the Nobel Prize Museum. So I pay 12 euros and I go in, and of course there are no screens, no charts, no stock exchange. It's just the Nobel Prize Museum, and you cannot even interact with anything. It's just one floor, it's not that big, so it was a bit of a letdown for me. But if you like the Nobel Prizes, then I guess you like the Nobel Prize Museum. Most fun stuff that exists to do in Stockholm is located at Djurgården, so the zoo, the amusement park, and most of the museum as well. If you want to take yourself from Old Town to Djurgården, the best way and the nicest way is to take the boat. One-way ticket costs 3.5 euros or $4, and it takes around 5 minutes. The Viking Museum is located in Djurgården, quite close to the Vasa Museum, and the entry ticket price is 16.5 euros or $18. And this museum was good, there was nothing to complain about, it was a good size as well. But what really surprised me was that in the end of the museum, before you're leaving, there is included in the ticket price a dark ride, which lasted for 11 minutes. And I've been to dark rides before, in Austria and in Paris, and Gröna Lund and Furuviken is in Sweden as well. But this one was better. It's one of the best dark rides I have ever been on, and you can decide the language you want on the dark ride as well.
Jag hade ärvt en av mina fäder. Här hade släkten bott i generationer. Och här levde också jag ett gott liv med Harald. Tills den dag.
Du har fästat oss rakt ned i fördärvet. Gudarnas...
Friska trälar! Äkta hermelinskinn, kom och känn, varma och sköna! Trälinnor, också varma och sköna!
Harald hade sålt alla skinn och hälften av trälarna. Men det fattades ändå en kagge silver.
Vi måste vidare.
And then in Djurgården there is the Vasa Museum, which is the most visited museum in the whole country of Sweden. To enter it costs 19 euros or $21, and it is this big ship that they have taken up from the ocean, and it is largely intact, and you can walk around it. You can look at it from different sides. You can also look at it from below and also from above, and a bunch of stuff that was on the ship can you also look at, like a chest or cannons or stuff like that, as well as also touch a piece of the ship that was mounted on a wall at one location. But what you cannot do is that you cannot enter the ship, and you cannot walk on the deck either, which is good to know. And it is logical in a way, because they want to preserve the ship. They do not want anyone to take pieces from it or vandalizing it with paint or something. So it is logical, but it's still sad. Behind the Vasa Museum there is 3 different boats on a pier, which you can enter and look around on them completely for free. You do not have to buy a ticket, and you do not have to even stand in line. So it is one lighthouse boat, which literally has a lighthouse on it. It is one icebreaker boat, which breaks ice, and then one minesweeper boat, which is made to sweep mines. So you can walk on the deck, on the different floors, look around everywhere alone. If you want to, leave whenever you want, for free. In the middle of the old town there is a Jew museum, which of course shows the life of the Jews and how they were stigmatized and how they lived and all of that. The cost to enter it is 8.7 euros or $9.6. On Saturdays between 11 and 12 it's completely free to enter. It's not a large museum, but what is interesting about this museum is that it is the second built synagogue in Sweden. So the museum is in the second ever built synagogue, which is quite interesting actually. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.